So amen. Look at this. Another area of the barley. Let's look at barley. Okay, I should have put this over there on the other side. The barley in the book of Ruth. Remember, barley is for the harvest. Oh, this is why I'm giving it. Remember the barley is for the harvest. Okay, for people to understand. Wheat is for your process to grow. You understand that? Okay, it's a sifting process. For barley, it's for offering, and you become the bread. It's for the harvest. So look at barley serves as a key link between Ruth. What's Ruth? Noemi and Boaz. Remember this story, right? Symbolizing hope and redemption. Yeah, okay, hope and redemption. That's not all. We have to understand how this affects your life in eternity. Symbolizing hope and redemption, arriving in Bethlehem at the start of the harvest. Isn't it interesting? There's a harvest going on. Ruth gleans barley in Boaz's field to survive, later to receive 6 measures from him. 6 is a number. I won't go there. But she's gleaning. Gleaning means that she's getting everything that is dropped on the floor, that is left for poor. Okay, we're going to go into that mitzvah real quick. An act that signifies his promise to be her protector, a kinsman's redeemer. That's a kinsman's redeemer means it's a type of Jesus, that he's redeeming all his family members into heaven. Okay, that's what it is. Look where Ruth came from. Ruth, a Moabite widow. Widow means the husband died. You're going to see that a lot. To serve the widow, serve the bastards, the bastards, the no father, to serve the fatherless, things like that. Okay, children. But Moabite, guess where it came from? Lot. It's the descendants of Lot. This is why you got to understand. So this is why you have to understand history, their history, to connect everything together to Abraham. If this person is the Moabite and Ammonite that came from the daughters, okay, incest daughters that had that the Lot slept with, that had kids. So where did Lot come from? It was Abraham's family. So everything goes back to Abraham. You understand that? So it doesn't matter who you are, as long as you're willing to grab small portion of this barley, gleaning off a high priest, which is Boaz at this point. He'll teach you how to get married with Christ. Because Boaz at this point is a type of Jesus. Okay? So this is why it's so important to understand whole history of things. Why? Because you got to convert that. Now, I got to convert this story into me. How do I get Jesus in me so my soul can marry Jesus? Your body's not going to marry Jesus. Body is left in the cross. Even Jesus had to leave his filthy stuff. Your soul has to get married with Jesus. And how do you do that? You got to eat the barley. You see that? Barley is a very important thing. Okay, but then when you eat the barley, you're going to get sifted like wheat. It's a process. Okay, now it says right here, show remarkable loyalty to Noemi, which is the mother-in-law, by leaving her homeland and live in Bethlehem. Through a foreigner and poor, she faithfully provided for herself through gleaning and time. Marries Boaz. So are you gleaning? Are you gleaning? Do you know who you're gleaning from? This is where you have to understand. You understand? Who are you gleaning from? That's gonna get you married to Jesus. You guys understand what I'm saying? Okay. It's a metaphor, but it's happening right now, okay? Okay, the time of marrying Boaz becomes a great-grandmother, look, great-grandmother of who? David. Kingship. He left Aaronic priesthood to bring in Melchizedek priesthood. And that's another area. You got to know that. If you want to be a high priest, you better know Melchizedek. Mitzvah. Yay! This is one of the 613 commandments. If you would like to discover more about God and his purpose for you, click subscribe on YouTube and subscribe to our Patreon for deeper understanding of what this truly means.